And I mean, so far, how has the response been? Pretty good?
It's so funny because how's it going, right? I want to answer
Yeah.
that. It's been a grind. It's been a damn grind.
Yeah. Hey there, and welcome to a brand new episode of Delivering Marketing Joy. I am your host, Kirby Hasseman, and joining me today, a brand new rock star. So excited to dig in today. She's a VP of Sales and Business Innovation for NOS Apparel, Jenna Quaranta. Thanks so much for joining me.
Thank you for having me here. This has been so exciting leading up to this to be with you. So thank you.
Yeah, and I love just sort of going off script right away. I love what you're doing on social media and all the coaching and all the stuff you're doing. So that's really cool. So let's dive in. I mean, you are a part of a new apparel supplier in the promo and marketing space called NOS,
Yep.
KNOSS. So why?
Yeah.
Why did you guys decide to jump into this crowded marketplace? And I guess, how's it going?
This $20 billion industry.
Yeah.
Ellison and I, we saw an opportunity to create a retail brand for this industry that would solve problems for the end users. So it all started with this idea of how can we build a brand that's relevant to what we call the modern professionals, create timeless designs, create innovative product, be a team of people in a brand that folks are going to want to depend on and trust and build loyalty with. And how can we offer free education at the same time?
Yeah.
We wanted to offer this ideal work to play brand that we know isn't out there. Our products are absolutely solving problems. So we saw the opportunity to hit hard and consult versus sell, educate versus sell, support versus sell. So we saw an opportunity for a brand that you guys needed.
Yeah. And I mean, so far, how has the response been? Pretty good?
It's so funny because how's it going, right? I want to answer that. It's been a grind. It's been a damn grind.
Yeah.
I started years ago, my first job ever was I was a personal trainer. And I worked for 24-Hour Fitness. And I'll just kind of go quickly on this because there's a point to this. But I started at front desk and I was playing college golf at the time. I had to beg my parents to let me get a job. They only wanted me to focus on golf. And I wanted to work front desk. My friends all had jobs. And once I realized, Kirby, that I was making commission off of protein bars, shakes, and towels. Towels were $2.50 at the time. I made like 50 cents per towel.
Nice.
I did the math and I started to enforce the rule at 24-Hour Fitness. If you don't have a towel, next time you have to buy one. So my paycheck started doing this as a part-time employee. Yeah. And then the fitness manager caught on and he goes, you should sell memberships and be a trainer. And I was like, all right. So then I became a personal trainer and ramped up as a fitness manager and worked at Equinox and many other gyms. It was all selling myself in person.
Yeah.
It was all cold calling. It was relationship building. It was problem solving. It was educating. I used to stand at the bottom of the stairs at 24-Hour Fitness and hand out I cut them at home by myself, workout tips. Men had their own, women had their own. The one for women said a women's body can only digest 7 grams of protein after. So I was education. I got so many clients out of that. So every job I've ever had, I've taken the approach of how can I consult and change people's lives? And even at NOS, that's how we did it.
Yeah, I love the idea of serving versus selling. And I think that when you do that consistently, good things show up. So I love that. So, I mentioned it is a crowded marketplace. And so maybe you've sort of answered this, but I'm just kind of curious to dig a little deeper.
Yeah.
Many entrepreneurs who are listening to this or salespeople or marketers are in crowded markets, right?
Sure.
So how are you guys working to differentiate?
Okay, listen, so easy. We march to the beat of our own drum. We do not give a rip about what our competitors are doing. Doesn't matter. We have very high expectations of ourselves. Yeah. And of our, sorry. Do you hear that?
Oh.
I apologize.
No problem.
Music
Don't worry about
started playing. We march to the beat of our own drum. We have such high expectations of ourselves, of our relationship building skill set. We are following our intuition. We're following our intuition. Again, we saw this opportunity to solve problems. That's what this brand is doing. It's solving problems for the end user.
Yeah.
So we pride ourselves on being these innovative thinkers.
Yeah.
We're different. We think differently. We know that. Okay.
Yeah.
We're leading with consulting again versus selling. We're leading with support. We're leading with free education. That's really why we did this, right? It's a crowded space, but no one's offering what we're offering. We know that. I will say we've also built a community of 26 PPD reps, personal training background, law enforcement background, very tactical mindset, had a dream of going SWAT, went through SWAT training. So I see things other people don't. I get in, get out very quickly. Okay. I had this idea to launch a 5-week free business bootcamp in the industry. We launched it in 2021. I've had 26 reps come through. I have a community of $31 million that have come through. And all we've done is lead with, let's transform your life, free education, free wellness, free mental health tips. I'm a certified mental health ambassador. I've rolled that in. So the curriculum includes everything from prospecting, how to accelerate your prospecting, the proper sales cycle to grow and sustain and scale in this industry. It's worked for really in any industry. We're giving away free education. Homework is included. They have homework every single week. So we have changed people's lives by just servicing and delivering relationships.
Yeah. Yeah. I love that. That's, I love the mission, Jenna. It's really cool what you're doing. So I just want a couple more questions real quick.
No.
I mean, obviously you're doing this, and I know I've heard people talk via social media and whatever about some of the tips you've given. So what's something you recommend people start doing today to make their life or their business better?
Dude, focus on your wellness. Everyone should focus on your wellness, your fitness, what you're putting in your mouth, and your mental health. So if I were to recommend anything to anyone, make your wellness your number one priority in your life. If you don't have the stamina as a leader to lead your team because you're tired, no one's leading anything. Get out of the way, right? So what I would encourage and recommend, focus on your mental health. Leaders, let's start talking more about what is mental health burnout in the workplace and how to prevent it. I mean, I can even share some practical tips now. But I would say, when I think about what I can recommend to people to change their life, focus on your wellness, mental health.
Yeah, it does remind me, and I know it sounds almost cliche because people have said it so many times, but the instruction on the airplane that you put your mask on first, right? And I think that there's a lot of truth to that, is that you can't take care of other people if you're not whole yourself.
Kirby, that's absolutely correct. If you're on an airplane and that thing's going down and you're taking the time to put on your own, someone else's mask, what are you doing? Get yourself ready to serve others. Get yourself ready to lead your damn team. Get yourself ready to scale life. No one's scaling life if you're not healthy from the inside out. No way. And your brain isn't healthy then either.
Yeah, no, I couldn't agree more, Jenna. I think that's totally spot on. I think you and I are kindred spirits in that. All right. So this is one, I don't ask this of everybody, but I'm curious to get your take on this final question. So what is a piece of advice you hear all the time that you think is wrong?
That bothers me. That cold calling is dead. I hear that all the time. I hear cold calling is dead. That advice has been given to me. Prospecting is dead. I have no time to prospect. So the advice, that's wrong. Cold calling is not dead.
Of course not.
Asking for a referral is a cold call. That's actually 1 week. Week 3 in my business bootcamp is the week where I share my 5 tips to accelerate your prospecting. The homework that week, paired with tips to accelerate, is reach out to 3 of your most active and loyal clients and ask them for a referral. I can't tell you, I have a $3 million hitter right now in my bootcamp from ASB. We have done the math. I have prescribed her 15 minutes a week only prospecting. That's an hour a month. That's all she needs to do. We've seen orders out of it, and so has she. Prospecting is not dead. People should stop saying that. You're lazy if you're saying that.
Yeah, no, I love that. And I'll tell you, I find that anytime, Jenna, and I'll be curious to know your take on this, I find that anytime somebody says blank is dead, it's almost always wrong.
That's their opinion. They're in their own way, and they need to go focus on their mental health. Get out of your own way, people. Prospecting is how you actually scale the business, truly.
Yeah. Well, cool. Jenna, I appreciate you taking the time to do this. This is really fun. Where can folks find more information about NOS or about you?
I appreciate that. Instagram is definitely the place. Instagram for NOS Apparel is just NOS Apparel is the handle. We post all of our new drops there. We're posting education around the product. So again, we're helping you solve problems. And then my personal Instagram is just Jenna Quaranta, where I do share free business hacks, wellness hacks, leadership hacks, because I want to continue delivering service to people that depend on it.
Well, cool. I really appreciate this. This has been really fun and really fast. We'll have to do it again sometime. Okay.
Thank you so much for having me.
You bet. Well, that's going to wrap up this edition of Delivering Marketing Joy. We'll see you next time.